Alright, what's up guys? This is Dom, and we're here at the quarterfinals versus Dan, also known as Dubious. So check out his channel in the description, he's a great battler. Also, special, big shout out to Johnny GB for recording this footage for us that you're seeing. So, if you guys should go watch my team builder, you'll see why I'm bringing what I'm bringing, and like all the sets and everything. And if you already know the team builder, you know we're gonna lead with Scolipede, so we're gonna go right into the game. And also I'm very surprised he didn't bring Mega Absol or Keldeo too, which very shocked me a lot, because his team is really like everything's slower than Manaphy minus Scarfer, so that's a big win con right there. So I'm just gonna go with the plan and lead Scolipede and just click Spike here and see. I click Spike. And I'm thinking he's either gonna attack or click Stealth Rock. I'm thinking he might click Stealth Rock. And that's what he ends up doing. He clicks Stealth Rock. So I'm like, awesome! I get another free spike. So getting 2 spikes is gonna be really, really good. And I'm very happy about it. So here he's gonna click Dragon Claw. And thankfully it does do a lot of damage to my Scolipede, because the more damage he takes, the more Endeavor does. And I decide here to go for Endeavor over the 3rd spike, because I'd rather cripple this, because it is a little bit annoying for my team, especially with the Rough Skin Rocky Helmet. And because Endeavor is a contact move, I do know he is not Rocky Helmet. So right here, I decide to kill it with Tapu Lele. The reason why is because I want to bait in the Klefki, and I want to get my Stealth Rock up. It's like really, really early, because I really want as many hazards up as possible to really hinder his team. So he does, and I don't click Hidden Power Fire here, even though I know the Klefki's coming in, because it's just not worth it letting the Dredagon attack me for no reason. So, and Side Shock is going to do like a decent amount, like you see here. So it really wasn't worth making a prediction there. So here the Klefki's in, and I'm going hard into Metagross, because there's really pretty much nothing besides like Hidden Power Fire that Klefki can do to my Metagross, and it's not going to do that much Hidden Power Fire. So he clicks Flash Cannon, which is a good play. And I also noticed he's not Sugar Berry, because he was Sugar Berry and Magnetize at the same time, because I do have Zygarde 50%. So I guess he was just assumed I wasn't going to bring Zygarde. And here he clicks Iron Defense. I was very confused by this play, because I'm a Metagross. I'm a max attack adamant Metagross. I'm like, he darn fucked up. He thinks it's setup fodder for a Klefki. And Metagross does learn Earthquake, and he didn't set up Magnet Rise yet. But I don't have Earthquake because, you know, I assumed the Klefki didn't have Magnet Rise. So I'm just clicking Meteor Mash. And that does a pretty good amount of damage, considering he's +2 defense, and his Splash Cannons are doing nothing. So I'm in, and since Klefki has no, like, you know, recovery moves or anything, I'm in a pretty good position just to keep clicking Meteor Mash. He decides to click Calm Mind. I'm not worried about it at all, because Splash Cannon's not doing anything. I could just keep clicking Meteor Mash, as long as I don't miss. So here, Meteor Mash hits. Does a lot. So like 1 or 2 more Meteor Mashes should like do the job, and if not, Hidden Power Fire should, you know, probably pick it up. But after the Calm Mind, I might not feel that comfortable doing it, so I'd rather Metagross just do it. So at this range of health, a lot of things can pick it off. He only has 1 Calm Mind set up. So Metagross wins the one-on-one battle, which is really nice. Even though I would want Metagross to have better health for that Landorus. But hey, I took away his only Pokemon that could switch into the Tapu Lele. So here he goes into Reuniclus. This is probably the biggest threat on his team as of right now. So I just stay in. I click Meteor Mash just to get some nice damage off on him. Does half, which is plenty. Exactly what I needed. And here I see Trick Room, and I'm getting a little worried here, because he could potentially kill 4 of my remaining 5 Pokemon, which would be pretty bad. So I'm like, okay, I gotta, you know, go into Crocodile, hoping he misses a Focus Blast. That's the only thing I could do. That's really it. I get an Intimidate, which does nothing, because, you know, special attacker. And here he reveals the Signal Beam. I was actually really happy because I have an 80% chance to live this with my HP investment, and I do live it, and I do kill it with a knockoff. That is huge play, because him not having Focus Blast, and, you know, he could have missed the Focus Blast too, but I would have probably ran Signal Beam. He probably didn't, wasn't expecting me to have as much HP investment as I did. And here he sacks off his Drudagon. I'm sure it was an offense. My guess, it was an offensive Drudagon, like trying to take advantage of the Trick Room there. And unfortunately for him, it did die from the massive amount of hazards I have. So he decides to go into Sylveon, and Sylveon's gonna click Hyper Bites. I'm gonna pop my berry. Let's see if I live. There's no way I'm living. So my Crocodile goes down. So at this point in the game, I decide HP isn't that important, so I can take a Hyper Voice relatively comfortably, and still switch into Stealth Rocks and stuff like that. So I decided to go into my Tapu Lele, click Psyshock a couple times, and the Psychic Rain boosted, and he clicks Toxic. The Toxic Miss is probably the only really, like, you know, it's unfortunate, but it doesn't really do anything in the grand scheme of things. And here he reveals a red card, and I go into Manaphy, and I'm like, what? And then I get Leftovers Recovery, which is nice, which it, you know, makes the Stealth Rock damage, you know, not even close to as bad. And then I see Trick Room runs out. I'm like, I'm gonna go for the win here. I'm gonna go click Tail Glow. Even if he wishes and protects here, like, I'm still a +3 Manaphy, and that, you know, it's full health. So that wouldn't, you know, be bad at all. I could have gone to +6 on the protect too. So here I click Surf, and this Sylveon's dead. Yeah. So all he has left now is Snorlax and Landorus. And at this point, I'm very confident Manaphy can win one-on-one versus Snorlax. And if Landorus is anything other than Scarf, the game is 100% over. So here comes Landorus. I'm like, okay, this is probably a Scarf Landorus. And I'm pretty confident from this range I should live an Earthquake. So he does too. He probably calced it. I didn't calc it. He probably calced it and decided he needed a little more chip damage on the Manaphy to comfortably, like, you know, click Earthquake or to take out the Manaphy. But he can't lock himself in the Earthquake because I do have Ditto in the back, which does copy Landorus. So there's that. And Snorlax actually survives the +3 Surf, which is actually better for me because I get more Leftovers Recovery. So it gives me a better time. But I do have Scarf Tapu Lele, which is guaranteed to outspeed Scarf Landorus. And I do have Scarf Ditto, which, you know, copies it, and I can Intimidate it. So there's that. And I see the Psychic Surge falls out, so which I thought was pretty cool, because, like, if I go into Lele, I get a boosted Psychic in the terrain no matter what. Like, there's no, like, I switch in the turn it goes down. Like, that would have been annoying. So he locks himself into Sonus, because that's his only really, like, he has to hope a couple crits here and there. And I just click Surf, and that's GG. So that was a really good game, Dub. I really had fun prepping and playing this quarterfinal. And I wish you the best, buddy. Alright, see you guys.